Hello, how's everybody? So this is the corner. I'm Bima, better known as Els. This is a mess on my desk. Crap I'm working on. Let me grab a thing. And a clamp clip. It's at the bottom of the drawer. All right. Sorry about the noise there, guys. You should probably pick up all the paper when you're trying to put the clip on it. Okay. That's a stack. Over there. You go over there. Good morning, Arlene. Hello, Sandy. Hi, Michelle. Hi, baby. Hope you're feeling a little better today. I got a card. I don't do Easter. I do Ostara. And Miss Michelle made me a card for Ostara. And she sent me these little journaling cards to go with it. I think this is so cool. I love these. I'm going to have to use them in my books. All right. So what do we got going on? We have 1, 2. There's another one around here someplace. I don't know where it is. But we got 3 new glue bottles we're going to test. Not today. It's a day. We have a new glue that we're going to test. This is a Martha Stewart glue. It says it's permanent. I don't like the container very much, but we're going to give it a try. Oh, and we also have the glue pens to try. So we'll be trying those out too. So what are we here for? Well, we're here today. We're going to decide what journal we're making. And here's the votes. There was 1 vote for Alice, 2 votes for a B journal, and 5 votes for Sherlock Holmes. So we're going to be doing the detective journal. That's what we're going to be doing. If you didn't know that by the chip, the beginning of this whole thing. So we're going to be doing Sherlock. Well, a detective journal anyway, not Sherlock Holmes, but And last week, I told you guys that I found this, and I think that this is perfect for the detective journal. This is actually a photo album kind of thing for scrapbooking, but I think that it's perfect because this is 110-pound chipboard. And we've got about a 1/2 inch between each one of them. So we could easily put in signatures here. So I think we're going to use this. I think it'll be fun. Hello, Miss Christine. Aw, that's cool. All right. So there is a little bit of loose here, so we're going to tack that down with some 3-in-1. I have to tell you, I like this little book. I got it at the thrift store, and they had others in different colors, but, I got the black one because it was the only one that was out of his package. Wasn't less expensive. It was just a little beaten up, All right. So that little corner is being mended, and I'll tell you guys about this. So it's regular, like book board, and it is lined, and then it has fabric over the backing here. Of course, Harry's already been there. Good Lord, Kitty. How do you do that? It's like it's a skill. It's a skill, Mom. No, I did not clean that for you. Get away. No. I did not clean that for you. No. I did not clean that for you. Ugh. Not today. Satan. I swear that cat is evil. All right. So we have stoof. We do. We have stoof. Let me see if there's more stoof than this. That, there, those, these. What do we got here? Just a cardstock. What is this? Well, because we have this stuff in with the Alice stuff, because it's in the waiting to be put together stuff. So I have to check, because I have a habit of just shoving it in here. Get in there. And so I never know, what paper sets for what. And so let me pull all this. This is all Alice. Oh, there's parts of the cat journal in here too. That's Alice. I pulled that for Alice. See how this is? That's a honeybee. Okay. So let me put, where is it? What did I do with it? Here it is. I just keep these around. They're just little pieces of cardstock. In case I need like a small piece. I have some in here. Okay. That's more for this. More for this. Okay. I'm going to grab a bag, though, to put Alice in so I can make sure it's all in one place. Night, Marlene. Get some sleep, sweetie. Okay, so I have a bag. We can put Alice in the bag. So that's this one, this one. This is all Alice. Washi tape and stickers and paper sets, more stickers and more paper. And lots of washi tape for this one. For the Alice. Oh, we have this too. I'm going to trim this part off because I don't need it. And I want this to fit in the bag. Fit-ish in the bag. There we go. That's going in the bag. This is going away. All right. Alice is in the bag. Yep. In the bag. Okay. So let's take a look at what else we have for Sherlock, and then, I'll tell you what else I got. So I do have, and I meant to print them out, but it got late, and I went to bed, and then I woke up this morning and forgot. So shoot me. Okay? So what do we have? Well, we have 2 sets of this. It's Temu paper. I'm sure it's somebody's digital they stole. There's a pack of this, 2 packs of this. Again, I know for a fact that's somebody's digital that they stole. Then we have this one, which is just like newspaper stuff. We just got that one. And then I have these 4 cards set aside, which I think this guy is Moriarty, right? This is Dr. Watson. I say that's Sherlock. And that looks like the, the police commissioner, him. And then I've got this. Let me go back here. Are you okay? Hold on a minute. She just made a weird noise. I'll be right back. What happened? I can't hear her. Hold on. She's okay. Hi, Janie. Just to craft the lunch. All right, so we have some of this. It's 6x6. And there's just a couple of pieces. But I thought, that works. And then we have this, which again is just, little pieces and parts. I'm not sure, but I think I have the 12x12 pad of this. I just have to go look in the 12x12. All right. That being said, I have been in the garage for 9 days. I have found the corner of my shed, of my work area, of my warehouse, which is good because you walk in and it's kind of it's a this shape kind of thing. It goes a little bit of an angle, and then it comes across, and then it comes up, and it goes like this. And this corner I have not seen in 6 months. When you come in, and I have found that corner, I have been through the shop itself, which is actually housed in a couple of filing cabinets, and I have pulled everything for the countdown sale. So I have made it to the corner. I have pulled everything. I've organized all of the books. All of the 12x12 pads have been reorganized. All of the stuff that in the last 6 months got dumped into my area has been pulled out and put away. I have extra shelves. I went through about 24 totes and emptied them out. I've emptied out about 40 boxes and about 24 totes. And I have managed to find, I now have a stack of totes that have lids and lids that have totes. And I have a stack of totes without lids and lids without totes. This is the 50th trip that Hubbard's going to be taking to the thrift store. That's no lie. I get a coupon like this every time they, every time I give them a donation. And I currently have a stack about an inch thick of these. So, yeah. Got all that done. If it's an open MRI, Janie, it's a big square box that's open on 4 sides. And you just lay it in the middle of it. If it's an open MRI, that's what it looks like. Let's see what else. I have cleared the wall oak boxes out of my living room. It's gone. It's now out in the garage. It's been compacted back down again to fewer boxes. And I am going to be today, as soon as we're done here, I have to go to the post office. And then I'm going to be going into the other room and sorting the 3-2-1 set. All right, that being said, I also have these papers for the Sherlock. I thought they would work. There's just a few of them. It was a pack, and this is all that's left. I've used up the rest of it, I think. Oh, I lied. There's another one. Really like this paper pack. If I'd known I liked it this much, I would have ordered 3 or 4 of them when I ordered it. And now I can't find it anymore. So, but I do like it. I'm going to see if I can find it on Etsy. I'm sure it's somebody's digital. Hi, Jenny. I also have this, which I think the Carla sent. And it's printed on sticker paper. So I'm going to cut all these out. There's a couple of them here that we can use, like, you know, case files and stuff. Like we could use these, you know, and this one. And so I pulled those. And that's where we're at. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put this stuff away for the moment. It'll go into a big bag now that we're working on it. And I think that we're going to start kind of working this. So we know that we can have 1, 2, 3, we can have 4 signatures. So we need to build some signatures. But the reason I really like this is because we can make like flips on here, you know, flip outs and stuff. And I thought that would be cool. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to get some 110-pound cardstock. Obviously in black, because that's what we're working with. And then we're going to go ahead and, it's not going to match exactly, but it's close. We're going to measure these. And these are just about 8.5, just a smudge under. 8.5 by 6 1/4, 6 3/4. So let me write this down. 10. 8.5 by 6 3/4. Okay. So let's go ahead and cut one. We're going to actually do 6 1/4 because I don't know why I wanted to do that, but so let's do 6. We'll do it at 6, and that way. No, we're going to do 6 1/2 because we need the, you know, we need to have the joiner. 6 1/2. See, my brain's not working today, guys. So I'm going to get up the cutter and we're going to cut some 8.5 by 6 1/2, and we're going to try one and see how that works. Okay, it's a new cutter. You know, the one that does everything. All right. So this is 8.5 by 11, and we need 8.5. So we're just going to cut this at 6 1/2. And then we're going to score this at 1/2 inch. Where's my scoring tool? Here it is. Just come over here and do it over here. Okay, let's try it and see how that works. Okay. Bony. A little bone action. Okay. And then, I haven't heard anything. All right, so it is a smudge less than 8.5.
Where are you barking at? Nothing.
Nothing out there.
So
Knock it off.
Whew.
So I'm going to take off. It's probably less than that. It's probably only a 16th. But I ain't doing that. Nobody, nope. So let's bring this over.
Come on,
Let's
Jen.
see. I think that's close enough. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on using some art glitter glue. Hey, stick to the magnet when I put you up there. All right. Art glitter glue. Right down the edge. Nice and straight. Now, where's Bonnie? There he is. All right. So now we have a flip for the first page. This is going to be awesome. Bye, Jenny. Okay. So that's a flip. I think we're going to make this a pocket. What do you guys think? We'll do like the big flip and then we'll have a big pocket here. Which we could actually just use this piece. Make the pocket a little short. I'm just going to take the 16th. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll do a big pocket here. And then on the other side, a belly band. So let's do let's see what 2 inches does for us. I'm thinking 2 1/4. I can take it off later, but I can't put it back on. Okay, that's that 16th. And a little, just a hair more. There we go. At the top, down to there. That's good. And then we need another one to do the pocket, to do another flip at 6 1/2, which means we need a bigger cutter. Let's be honest. 6 1/2. 6 1/2. 6 1/2. Yes. Yes. 6 1/2. That's another belly band if we want it. And we're going to do, this is 8 1/2. That's a bit too much. We're going to do it right there. I'm just going to shave off that little piece. Let's see. Let's see if that's good. All right, that's good side to side. Half inch. Half inch. And then I'm going to turn it over and do it on the other side. Why? Because I want this to open and close freely. Okay. And because I can. All right. Flip this around. Go. Whoa. Bonnie's here someplace. Okay. Bonnie. All right, so we have a pocket and a belly band for this one. Put those on there. That's a flip. I'm going to do this one as a flip. You know what? This one we're going to do down. So let me do it over here. Like back, you know, I'm going to do it right here. Right here. Okay. Here we go. I'm getting my head together. Apparently not, because I left my glue bottle open. Now, could I use tape? Absolutely. But this is a stress area. And where I live, tape's no bueno. You know? No good. Because it doesn't dry, it can literally come off the page. Okay. This one, we're going to put this on here, over here, because we're going to put a notebook here, I think. So let me take a little bit off the end of this one. Let's see. Fantastic. We have a flip. We've done nothing with this one yet. We have a pocket. We have a belly band. We have another flip. This one, we're going to have a flip that goes up. So that means this piece needs to be 9 by 6 1/8. 9. Because 8.5 plus the 1/2 inch, going to get to 9. 9. Okay. And then 6.5. I'm going to go with 6 3/8. So it's a little bit narrower than the page. And then we're going to do 1/2 inch on here. Okay, get that in. 1/2 inch. Turn it over. 1/2 inch. Do one more time. Because I'm trying to break down the fibers there. Okay, flippy, flippy. Slide, slide. Up we go. Okay. All right, so we have that. We have that. Then we have this. I think I'm going to do it on this side. So let's take a look. I do that there. There. All right, I need to trim a small amount off the bottom. I'm going to take like almost 1/2 inch off the bottom. Because I want to do this and put like a tab at the bottom so that you can flip it up. And I don't want it sticking out way beyond the bottom of the book. There. That's good. Yes, yes. Okay. How are we doing? Side to side. Looks good. All right. Glue. Gluey, gluey, glue. Okay. And this goes at the top. Let's get this out of the way for a minute. Because I have to line this up. Okay. Okay. I gotta use realistic clips here. Okay, that one. This one. All right, so let's take a look at what we have, and then we'll work on, what we may want to add in. All right, so I'm going to start off. We just have a page. We have a flip. Then we're going to have a big pocket, a belly band. Not sure what we're doing there. Then we have a top flip. Then we have a flip that goes that way. Not sure what we're doing here or here. But then we're going to put this on here about like this because we're going to put a notebook in. That's what I'm thinking. All right. We have the basics. We can work on the rest. All right. So I'm going to let all of that dry. Still need something there to break that up. All righty. So we're going to make sure that we keep this with that. That's all going to go in a bag. Let's see. What do we got this week? All right. So Monday's video was the word chips. If I can find them, we'll talk about them. Usually I reach in here and it's like the first thing my hand lands on. So let me find. This is an original. And so we're going to be working on these on Friday night. This is going to be the craft with me. You do not need to have Tim Holtz paper and all that other stuff to do this. I just happen to have these things, these cards. Somebody said, oh, you got to get them. And I bought them and I could never figure out a damn thing to do with them. And so I just have them. They're done on both sides. They're way heavily decorated. So not a lot you can do with them. So I figured out this little trick. So we're going to do that on Friday. I think, let me check, but I think in the Ko-Fi. There is a word set in there. It's not the one for this. I think that is in my Patreon. Yeah, the words for this are in the Patreon. There's also a vintage signature, like printable stamp page in there. There's also some cabinet card pictures. It's a brand new set. Nobody else has it. Those are free to my Patreons. So if you want to go pick those up and you are a member of my Patreon, you can go pick those up. Anything that you want over there. What else? So we're going to be doing that on Friday. I know, weirdly enough, I actually have a plan for Friday, right? I never do. I always go, it'll be announced, to be announced. No, we're going to work on the word chips. So, by the way, I missed you guys yesterday, so happy Earth Day. So we're going to be doing the detective journal probably for the next 2, maybe 3 weeks, I'm thinking. It's got a lot to go into this one. And then, can't believe I'm using a ready-made book. How weird, right? And then we're going to do probably get the bee journal done. We also have a cat journal coming up. What else do we have coming up? We have another Alice journal coming up. I think that's it. I think that's all we got going on. So we do have art therapy craft with me and mixed media, of course, this week. And then next week it's the tintype photos. So you, like I said, you can get a printable anywhere. You can use any photo you have, but I do have one in the Patreon if you are interested in that one. They're brand new images. I got them from Getty. They're brand new. So, all righty. Let's do some voodoo on this. What are we going to do here? Well, this is the cover. And this is the inside cover. And then this is the first page. Now, the first thing we have is a flip. We don't have anything here. So let's see if there's anything that just says detective, that works for us. Got my guys. Let's try this one. As I said, I do have some digitals for this. I just haven't printed them. So I will get that done today. Let's see. Yeah, see, I know this is a digital because I bought it. I actually bought this one. But I got this off Temu. But I actually did buy the video. When I buy these from Temu, if I find them on Etsy, I try to pick them up. So as not to cheat the creator. I kind of like this. I think we're going to work a collage out of this. So yeah, so I bought this last night. I went through and found it and bited it. Okay. Hi, Jersey. All right, so I'm going to fold that up. See where this is like already a kind of roughed out paper? I'm going to follow that line. So we're going to get a lot of crinkly jinklies out of this. I like this look, so. And it's forgiving. So if you make a mistake, nobody knows. So much easier to fussy cut this way. Oh. Dang it. I thought I'd make it through the morning, but it's not going to happen. Let me just finish cutting this out, and then you can go. Oh, come on. Don't do it to me right now. My head is starting. I can feel it. Okay. Let me get a pill. Hold on. Okay. All right. And then there's this little piece right here. This is 221 Baker Street. I don't necessarily think that I want this part, but I do want that. Let me see. Is there anything else in here that says 221B Baker Street? Probably not. Nothing there. Let's try this one. Could be something in here. Again, I have purchased this set. And we're going to be printing some of these in larger size. Nothing in there. 221. 221. I have 251. Oh, that sucks. We'll figure it out. Okay, so I think for this one, we are going to be using the Scorched Timber and Vintage, to get the look we want. So I kind of want to put this like this and then have that 221B Baker up here. I like the pipe. It's not the right pipe, let's be honest, but it'd work. So I'm going to put this on. And then I'm going to try to use that 221 Baker. Try to find it. If I can't find it in one of the kits that I got, because I did buy 3 kits, aside from these. Then I will, find it someplace else and add it. All right, we have the first page down. We're going to have to get the rest of that. And I think since we're doing this kind of as a case file, do you think we should tab everything? So. thinking like this, and we'll just cut a bunch of tabs from this. Let me get this out of the way. We'll get the tab punch out. We are going to need, now here's the thing. We got to remember, this one has, it does that open thing. So I can't exactly put a tab here unless I slide it under, unless it's underneath this part, which I could do. I could open this up, put it in there. It's not a big deal. But when you get back to like this one, I'd have to open this up a lot. So I think we'll tab these at the top. So we'll have like a top tab, and then a tab, and then this has a bottom tab, and this will have a top tab, and then this will have a side tab. I think that's what we're going to do. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tabs. Okay. And I'm going to do them all out of this, whale tail. Which reminds me, Sandy asked for something yesterday. I've got to get that out. Okay, so that's all 5 tabs. We'll just take that piece off now that we don't need it anymore because we've cut a bunch of tabs out of it. Okay. Oh, hate when those things attack. All right, put this away. All right, and let me grab this thing for Sandy she asked for. If I can find it. I have been looking for you for days. Let's see if it's in here. It may not be in here. Nope. It is not in here. Sandy! I'll show her what I have in here. She can figure it out. See, that's how I know she's not watching. Wait. In the box. One, two, three, four. I think there's this one. Yeah, okay. She can come get those.
What is it?
The tab you asked me for?
Oh, no, I don't have it.
I know.
Oh, I thought you were.
So I can't find the exact one.
Uh-huh.
I have these two. I have whale tails in different sizes. I have, they're not really tabs, but these little, look like metal clips. I have this set of tabs, and I have this one, which I've never used. So I don't know if it works. Go give it a shot.
Okay. Thank you.
I have been looking for this thing for about a week. There we go. I found it. Okay. All right. Okay. She brings me out things and she's like, you must have this because we have it. No, that doesn't mean I have it. It means somebody could have sent it to me. It may have come in a set. I may have bought it. May have been a cut apart. I think whoever invented cut apart should be shot. Let's just start with that. What do you think? I think whoever invented cut-aparts should be shot. All right, so I'm going to ink these up. We're not going to put them on right now. We're just going to paper clip them where we want them, because we want to make sure that if we're going to put paper on a page or something, that this is on, over the top of that. It's so weird to start off with a made book. Like, I feel like I'm way ahead of where I should be, But tomorrow we will build some signatures. And because I want to tea dye some paper that isn't like, covered in splotches and drips, and like some of that's okay, but it doesn't say vintage to me. It just says dirty, and I think this needs to be vintage. So all right, so I'm going to be doing some tea dyeing today, maybe a little coffee dyeing. I don't know if I can stand it. My head is killing me. But I could probably get Sandy to make the coffee for me out in the garage, so I don't have to smell it. All right, so let's go ahead and just paper clip these in. Let me grab some paper clips. What do I have over here? Oh, I have little cat paper clips. That's perfect. No. Oh, a whole box of tabs. All right, here we go. Paper clips. All right. So this one is going to go on this part. So just put it on there and put a paper clip on it. And then this page is going to get one on the edge. Don't know where, but it'll get it one. There. This one gets one at the bottom. Oh, hold on a second.
Hey, Matt, this is Mike with Cox Advanced Technical Support, calling in reference to Cox ticket number 3000.
That can wait. I always check because it could be my kid,
See how things are going with
All right, and then this one's going to go up here.
I see you talked to one of our other technicians this morning. I just wanted to see.
That thing did not want to come off my finger. I was like, no, I live here now. And then we'll have one over here on the side. Probably.
800.
Yes, because this is going to have a thing. So it'll be over here.
Have yourself a fantastic day now.
All right. We got that far. God, we're just kicking along here, aren't we? Just moving along. All right. It feels so weird to be this far ahead. So I'm going to be looking for that 221B Baker. Oh, guys, this is going to be so much fun. And then tomorrow we'll pick, we could do 4 signatures. We could do 1, 2, 3, okay, 4. Oh, I meant to tell you too, I have these if you're interested. Let me look, guys. Hold on a second. Everything in my world is, I know where it is, but it's not exactly where I think it is. Any of that going to work?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, go.
Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome.
Like you said, crafting for you. That's where I live.
That's what we have. We're this far ahead. Guys, I feel so weird. And we already have a first piece. But look how cool this is going to be with the tabs and stuff. There'll be tabs at the top, tabs here, and then a tab at the bottom. And this is going to be fun. I'm going to go back and get the rest of these. There was like 2 or 3 more. But there was one that was white, and I think 2 that were craft. I'm going to go get them because I think these are fun, and I think you guys would have fun doing one of these. And for somebody who's, like this is their first journal, this would be very good. Or maybe I could just, show you how to build this. Bye, Jeannie. I love you. I'll look at the pictures later, honey. Yeah, I love this. We're going to have fun with this one, guys. Okay, so I'm going to print up all the files that I need to print. We have some fantastic paper for this in different styles. And the thing about buying these, when I get them from Temu, if I get them from Temu, they're very vivid and bright, and they're very nicely printed. So I kind of take that as, I'm paying for the printing. But I don't get to choose the size. That's the issue. But that's why I buy it, because then I can choose the size. And a lot of times, here's how you can tell if Temu is stealing stuff. They include like journal cards and stuff in miniature. Like, they're too tiny. Okay. So let's pick washi tape and then we'll be done for today. So we are looking for stuff that would work.
Honey, I'm in my bed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, folks. How's it going?
So we're looking for stuff.
Oops, I should probably turn up my volume. Here we go. Anyone? Oh, there we go. All right. Well,
That
didn't
will
sleep
work.
well, of course, because it's like it's what it is. So,
It'll work. First of all, welcome to the Justice, right? Yes. Can you please confirm your name and your site for me?
Michael Luck in Las Vegas.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. Have you been following the system? Do you have any step ID numbers you want to look at?
I've been in shift for 10 minutes, so no. Is 54 still open?
Let's see. 54 is still open. This one is with Charles.
Yep, I know.
It's working Tuesday through Saturday, 12 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Yep,
That's the one you want?
that's the first pick.
Okay. I'll go ahead and put you in. This shift has an hour lunch. Are you good with the hour lunch?
That works for me.
All right. This shift, takes effect on June the 7th. And again, your days working are Tuesday through Saturday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Do you have any other questions?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right. Well, I'm hoping for the easy process for you and have a good rest of your day.
Oh yeah, this is like the 18th year I've been doing this. Nothing new here. Just glad I got one on first pick. That's rare. So, all right.
Glad you got what you wanted as well. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay. Sorry about that. He had to do his shift bid.
Status quo.
So we're good. All right. So what I'm looking at here is picking, some washi tapes that may work for this. We may or may not use them. It's hard to say. But, we want to have a selection that we like. And we may come back at another time and grab some more. We definitely don't want any Harry Potter. That's for sure. I think we're going to stick to like numbers and letters and things. Because the character was very analytical. Definitely the A personality, type A personality. All right, let's see. See, I don't see anything in here that screams at me. Maybe this one. And this one. Because they're just like old vintage wallpaper looking. So that would work. Let's go into this one. Not at first glance, I'm not seeing anything here again, but you never know. I kind of like that one more than I like this one. He always had his pocket watch, so there's that. This is kind of a newspaper. which I may like better than the postcards. Here's another one that's kind of reminiscent of wallpaper, and it's a little bit wider than those, so we'll pull that. And I think that's sufficient. All right, let me grab a bag. Gotta have a bag. Big bag. All right, we have a bag. All right, I am a little behind on quarterly projects. I apologize. It's just, you know, and I'm going to go see if I can find the 12 by 12 pad of that. I'm reasonably certain I have it. I think I've seen it. Now, I also have some stickers that are pocket watches and stuff like that. So I think we're good. You know, we're going to make sure. We don't know where it went. There it is. I'm going to put this in here. And we're using scorched timber. Keep those notes, you know. All right. So she is packed away. Hey, we're putting it out of the way there. Get up there. Ooh, you know what? We might use one of these. Maybe we'll use one of those. All kinds of weird stuff, you know. Alrighty. So that is that. It is in the bag. So tomorrow we'll work on this. I'm kind of excited about this one. It's been a while since I've been excited about one. But I'm excited about this one. Like, you know, because like I know what I'm doing. But like I enjoyed the last one, really enjoyed the last one, but I mean, excited to just like really see where I can go with something. This one is, I've been waiting to do this one for about 2 years. All right, so that's it, guys. That's all I got for you today. I was a little stressed about, you know, Hubbard's shift bid, but that seems to have gone well. We got what we wanted, which is basically keeping us status quo. It actually will allow us to be on a little bit later in the morning, and it will affect the evening ones, but not that dramatically. But I think that's it. So back here tomorrow for working on the detective journal. And then tomorrow night we will have art therapy. Friday, we're back here Friday morning to work on this journal. And Friday night, craft with me. We're going to be making the Tim Holtz word chips, the dupe. And then Saturday we'll have mixed media, and Sunday we'll have the game. And then Monday, fantastic video going to be coming out. Let me see if I've got them. I do. We're going to do these. This is next Monday's video. How fantastic is this? These are all brand new images that I have pulled either from family collections from people that I know or you know, my own family collections or things like that. So these are all original, unique designs. You can find these in my Patreon, as well as you can get some, if you don't have like a signature stamp like this, you can pick up some printable digital stamps over there as well. Hi, Carla. Carla, it's fantastic. I love this one. So a lot of things to do. We're going to be doing a lot of things. Also, I think I have found out how I'm going to give away that Edith Holden. And it will take it out of the hands of anybody who doesn't want it and put it into the hands of someone who does. But I am going to post about that here because we do have a few viewers that are not part of Facehole, and since they're not part of Facebook, I want to make sure that they can participate as well. So I'll be posting that here in order to give them the opportunity to participate as well. So anything else? That's it. All right, so a couple of things. One, don't forget to check out the community tab here and the listing over on the Facebook group as well. Both of those tell you everything that I've got going on, what's coming up, videos, free classes, all that stuff. I am working on another free class. Go over to my Patreon if you're so inclined. There are some things in the shop there that you can purchase. Some of those items are available for free in the Ko-Fi. So if you're not a member of Patreon, you can still get those items for free over on the Ko-Fi. But if you're a member, you get them free on, Patreon. So that's not a problem. But as I said, the Monday project, the video, the digital for that is available in the Patreon. So if you'd like to go pick that up, I think it's like $3. That's the least that's the least amount that they let me charge. What else? That's it. I think that's everything. So stay hydrated, stay indoors, stay well, my friends. I love you guys, and I will see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.